I was flying through my redstone testing world the other day, as I normally do, and I think it's safe to say that I had a little bit of an existential crisis. I suddenly started asking myself, why? Why have I spent so much time building all of these redstone contraptions in this world? What makes redstone so addictive to my brain? Because just think about it for a couple of seconds. This is a made-up wiring system in a completely made-up universe that, well, it doesn't have really any bearing on reality, and it doesn't serve any purpose whatsoever. What have I been doing? Well, obviously I've been making videos of it, so that certainly helped my prolificness when it comes to creating the redstone contraptions, but most importantly, I've just been having fun experimenting and building up new redstone contraptions, which sort of brings up the next question, which is, what is it about redstone which keeps it so interesting? I mean, I've been playing with this stuff for 6 or 7 years, and I'm still not bored of it yet, so it must be doing something right. Well, I think it's good to start things off with the foundations, and redstone has got some incredibly strong foundations. It's based around logic, Boolean logic to be exact, which, as you've heard me say about 1,000,000 times now, is the same foundation which allows for computer programming, which is what is allowing you to watch this video right now. So this isn't just some arbitrary system that's based on some arbitrary rules. This actually has some basis in reality. I mean, don't get me wrong, there is some arbitrary stuff going on. For example, these redstone torches or inverters having 1 tick of delay, whatever 1 tick may be, and then this redstone line only being able to be extended out to 15 blocks before it suddenly runs out of power. That sort of thing, that's definitely arbitrary, but if you strip it right the way back to the basics, redstone is based on solid logic. But just because it's based on solid logic doesn't mean that there aren't some really weird and, I guess you could say, wonderful quirks in redstone. Quasi-connectivity being one of them, to name a few. The fact that if you power a piston from the corner and then give it an update, it will react to being powered because it hadn't realized that. I mean, that's really strange, but as you guys know, this game mechanic has allowed for so many different things to happen. The important thing about the weirdness in redstone in Minecraft is that it's predictable weirdness. I know for a fact that when I unpower this lever right here and then remove this block, that piston is going to retract. It doesn't happen sometimes, it doesn't happen occasionally, it happens every single time reliably. So that means that the quirkiness and the weirdness can actually be used to our advantage because it's predictable quirkiness and weirdness. That's the best kind of quirkiness and weirdness. I also think that redstone has the perfect balance of redstone features compared to its limitations. I'm very proud of my little visual diagram that I've created here, but let me quickly explain. If you want to push a block, 2 blocks in Minecraft, then you can. Redstone will allow you to do it, but it doesn't give you a component to do that. You don't have a double piston extender piston, which will do it for you. You have to be smart about it, and you have to create a double piston extender. If you want to create a redstone clock, there's not a block in Minecraft that you can put down, and boom, you've got yourself a redstone clock. You have to be smart about it, and you have to create one for yourself. And if you want to run 2 redstone lines next to one another, then you can place in repeaters, or perhaps you could even use observer lines, but you have to be smarter than just placing in 2 lines of redstone next to one another. You have to think things through, and I think those limitations are what keep Minecraft and redstone interesting. I also think the fact that there's such a strong redstone community on YouTube has definitely helped the case of redstone, because, I mean, can you imagine redstone without YouTube? It would just be a bunch of people building redstone contraptions in their private Minecraft worlds, not showing anyone anything, which, I mean, that's totally fine, and I'm sure people would be having fun, but you wouldn't be getting inspired constantly by what other people are doing, seeing what they're building, picking up techniques from them, trying to recreate things yourself. I mean, that sort of ever-feeding cycle of watching videos, building things yourself, seeing what other people are doing, that's really what aids the progress of redstone contraptions, and for me personally, it's what keeps it interesting. Which brings me quite nicely onto my next point, which is that it's constantly evolving. Not only are new techniques being discovered by the people of the community, allowing us to create new things, but also new features are being added to the game that we can actually use inside our redstone contraptions. For example, recently, the ability to put water inside of things like slabs and stairs was introduced into Minecraft. And this doesn't immediately sound like a new redstone feature, but you can move slabs and stairs and the water actually moves with them, which means that we now have movable water sources, and I've been making use of that in a ton of different redstone contraptions recently. And I guess the final and arguably the most important point of today's video is that Well, redstone is genuinely very useful in Minecraft. This isn't some pointless thing you're building redstone for the sake of building redstone. No, if you use redstone effectively, then it can massively automate various different elements of Minecraft that are otherwise quite boring. For example, these farms here are automatically harvesting sugarcane and putting them into my storage system, automatically sorting it, of course, because nobody likes just looking through chests filled with rubbish. These are my cocoa bean farms that automatically harvest those. These are my mob farms, which allow me to get loads of gunpowder, string, bones, zombie flesh, and all that sort of thing fully automatically. I mean, I have hundreds of these farms, iron farms, a whole lot, all of them being powered by redstone. Without it, I'd have to do a lot more grinding, and Minecraft would be a lot more boring. So, I think to round things up for today's video, I just want to say a massive congratulations to Mojang for creating a system that is accidentally perfect. I mean, I couldn't have done it better myself. This is spot on. Obviously, that doesn't mean that I don't want more redstone features. I love new redstone features, but I'm really, really happy with the current state of redstone, and just thank you for creating it. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this little video. It's been a little bit different today. If you did, please be sure to that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.